How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. Really
Monday.
good.
So how you said that your builder appointment went really good, Lindsay?
Yeah, it did really well. I don't know why I got so nervous. She's like my friend. It's not like it was just weird, I guess, like trying to go over everything. And I don't know, I thought it was weird she didn't bring a notepad. So, I'm one of those weirdos of like, how are you gonna remember this? But then I was like, I sent her an email with everything we went over. So I was like, duh. But it was really good. So she has a blog and she has like a pretty good following on her blog. She's her and her husband own a pharmacy here in town, and so she's just very, like, we were talking today about how well this ties into like her healthy organic living. She's, they're really trying to homestead on their house, like on their property, and so it just seems very aligned. And she's like, I really just want to be natural, and so anyway, she's been dipping her toes into it, and it's just been awesome. And so we talked about who she's going to reach out to first. And so it was just really good, but I don't know why I was so nervous about it. But yeah, so fingers crossed it goes really well for her. She's just going to kind of ease into it and take it slow, which I think is great. But I did talk about Hawaii and I let her know that that is on the table. And so she said she'd definitely think about it. But I said, yeah, that's what I think what we all said. We'll just take it slow and dip our toes into it. And now we're like, rocking and rolling really fast. So I don't know. It'll be interesting, but yeah. So went good.
Awesome.
Good jobs. Good job, Lindsay.
Sorry, I think my camera keeps freezing up or something. Yeah, I just see all of you guys kind of like glitching back and forth while you talk.
Oh no.
Hopefully it's better on the recording.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, Mary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, Kelly had some news today. I don't know if you want to share it and stuff with one of your builders, but
Yeah, my builder Melissa was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's also in recovery. She's been in recovery, and it hasn't been that long, so she's still, really working hard on that. And then she also is trying to hold down a full-time job. So she's going to step back and kind of take that off of her plate. And so if you guys would say a prayer for her, I really appreciate that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too.
Me too.
Kelly, have you heard from Frances at all, by the way?
I heard from her earlier today, and I just messaged her reminding her of the Zoom.
I was going to reach out to her this weekend because it doesn't look like she had reported a couple of days in numbers, so I didn't know if she's sick or if she's doing okay or what, So.
I think that she's super busy right now with the last week of school because she works at the alternative high school. And so I know they have a lot of events and stuff planned, and she is the type that will drive the bus for everybody. I mean, she volunteers for everything. So they probably have her hopping right now.
That makes sense. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay and we didn't need to try and reach out more.
Yeah, we've been touching base every day about things. So yeah, but I'm sure that's probably why she's not on here right now, though.
I know this next couple of days is going to be super crazy for like everybody that's got kids or works in the school or anything, it seems like.
Yeah. Hey, I want to share something. I don't know if everybody here knows it or not, but somebody had posted a video about New York. This is quite a while back. New York banning Tide Original, Gain something, and Arm & Hammer something because they had higher than legal limits of carcinogens. Did you guys see that video?
Yeah.
I didn't see the video, but I saw like the article and stuff on it earlier.
Okay, because I have the video and maybe I'll post it in our thing because that's a so I'll share real quick. Yeah, never real quick. But anyway, so my borrow basket I actually had one was like a laundry borrow basket and then the other one was full of like cleaning stuff. And I dropped that off at one of my friends' houses. And then I left it there for like 4 days and then I picked it up and then I didn't really like say anything or bug her or anything. And then today she messaged me and said, um, so I think I want to be a member. And I had sent her, she goes, I just watched the video. So I sent her it used to be intro video, but now the passcode is Mela, the intro video. And she said, I watched the video and I think I want to be a member. And then so I sent her link and stuff. And then I dropped another borrow basket off at another friends of mine. But I threw in 2 packs of Peak Performance and a couple of the hydration packs, and then definitely the lavender dryer sheets, and then some cleaning stuff and lotion and stuff. And but then her 12-year-old was in a motorcycle accident and hit his head. So we talked a little bit today and I said, well, take care of your baby and then we'll connect back, in a few days. But so, and then my oldest daughter, she tried to introduce me to Melaleuca like 10 years ago. And I was in like a totally different headspace. Like I was working like 3 jobs and so I ended up signing up under Lacey because I knew that there would be Zooms, there'd be like accountability, and I didn't want to just jump on a team where that wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? Anyway, so now I dropped off a borrow basket to her. One of her coworkers is going to try it. So
That's
anyway,
cool.
yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're making some traction with your borrow baskets and stuff like that, at least. So.
Yeah, I need more. 4 of my the squirter part didn't work. I have to.
Lindsay had that issue too.
Yeah, 4 of them.
Yeah, that I feel like it was a pretty bad one out because when I got my free that spring cleaning bundle that we could earn, I got that bundle and I didn't even try it. I made it. I used it as a borrow basket or borrow bag, and she said she didn't tell me till after she made her order that some of my sprayers didn't work. Then her sprayers didn't work. Another friend of mine who bought didn't work, sent them back again, got new ones. Those didn't work. So there was something weird going on. I ended up getting mine to work in my borrow bag after running them under hot water for like 20 minutes off and on. I don't know, it was weird.
That's super weird.
That is weird. So should I run them under hot water?
That's what I did. I just tilted upside down and then I sprayed it while it was upside down and then I put it back on, and I just probably 20 minutes for me.
Well, I don't know.
I was gonna call, but but
I think that didn't you have to call, like when you called customer service too, they like walked you through what they wanted you to try first?
Yeah, they actually routed us to product, the product division. Yeah, product development. And then they troubleshooted it and said, try this, try that. So, and then they ended up shipping a return, shipping thing for my 2 shoppers to send back their sprayers. My friend didn't understand and she sent the whole bottle back. She's like, I thought they needed the whole thing. So they sent it back to, it was a whole situation. And this was the second month in a row that she bought something. They forgot stuff on her first order and then she had this issue. And I'm like, okay, please bear with us. This is not normal. But of course it happened to her. So luckily she didn't think much of it. So, but.
I just had somebody that did the Mother's Day bundles or whatever, and they didn't send a couple of things in the Mother's Day bundle, and it was like for a gift for this weekend for her sister, and she had to come from out of state and stuff, and so it was all supposed to be like here, and she realized on like Friday morning, when her sister was getting there like at noon on Friday that the stuff wasn't there. So we called customer service and told them what happened and stuff, and they actually ended up giving her a couple of free things to try and make up for it and stuff. So it's not going to get to her in time, but she's going to be able to send that out to her and stuff now with some extra goodies or whatever with it. So that was nice.
That is nice.
But I hadn't seen them actually go through and like add extra stuff at least. But just something that you guys might want to be aware of is I asked if they could overnight it, and they said they don't have the option to overnight it with UPS. So if something like that happens, if you ask them to overnight it, they might get you a little extra something, I guess. That's the best they could do. I don't really know exactly what we need to talk about tonight. My brain is like super fried. So if anybody has things that they want to talk about or bring up, then you guys are more than welcome to chime in.
Well, Amber, I was gonna watch your video because I was so intrigued because you said, and Brian is here with me. So when we get off this call, I'm gonna go and watch that video of you two. Did he talk in it with his
He
about
did talk in
R3?
it. I was so proud of him. He's pretty much like doing this with me because I asked him to, not the R3 itself, but like the accountability group. Because he's like, I don't know what to talk about. Like, you just talk about your experience and, you know, your results so far. But I just told him tonight, I'm like, think on this, you know, don't just rush and put something together. But I really think you should do a video on mindset and mentality because he has such a great mindset. I think it's just his coaching background that helps him with that. And that's one of the biggest hurdles when it comes to weight loss and being disciplined in something similar to this. So I'm really hoping he does that for the group, not just for me, but for the group, because it would be so beneficial. But yeah, he got on there for a minute and talked and rocked it.
I love it.
You can tell so much in his face too with how much that he's lost.
Yeah, that's what he was saying too. He's at
awesome.
27 pounds right now.
Holy moly.
What?
In 2 weeks, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I have a big husband. There's a lot to love of him, but yeah, he hasn't had that kind of result with anything else we've done. Not in 2 weeks. It's been really, really good for us, for him specifically too.
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome.
And just that's amazing too. Just, you know, for Leighton and Elia to see that and to see that, you know, it's just so important. And I think it's awesome that you guys are doing it together as a team. I was thinking about you guys. Corey actually was here when my friend Amber came over for our discussion, and he was kind of sitting on the couch, and after she left, he's like, so how did it go? And I was like, oh, okay. He was asking all these questions, and, you know, my husband's very motivated by money. Like, to him, that's success. And that's not what success means to me. To me, it's really seeing like what Amber is sharing and seeing that just by me talking to her, that catapulted something for you and your family. You talking to Christine, you know, to us, I think that means so much more. But when you were talking about the other day, I think you'd put in the chat asking like, are your husbands doing this with you? And I love that you and Brian are on the same page and that you want to get him so involved. And I keep thinking about that, like, for everybody on the chat that has like a significant other that's like with them, like, do you feel like that's kind of this next step of transitioning them and into the business? Because I feel like, you know, the kids cheerlead for me. They're talking to people on my behalf, but like getting Corey to be on board, like what that would take for him, or how you guys are easing your people into it to make them come alongside you, because it really does. I don't know. I just think that's a huge step in this, of making this like a lifelong change. It's not just a business. I mean, it is, right? But it's more than that. So I don't know. That was just a random topic that I was just thinking about when I saw your video pop up in my feed. I was like, I wonder how they're like doing that together and what that's like.
it's definitely taken Brian a lot longer to be on board. And I've even said this before, I thought non-toxic living was just kind of a fad, like people did it because it was cool. It just lacked education of, why and how it's so beneficial for your life. So and he kind of had that mindset too. He's like, this is a pyramid scheme. You're not going to make any money. Everyone on top's going to make more than you. Like, you can't get anywhere with it. And I remember telling him, I don't know if I ever told you this, Lindsay, but after I think like 2 weeks in of doing this, I sat down with him and I said, I'm not saying I'm quitting my job tomorrow or next year, but this is like going to be my life. I want to make this work. It's going to provide so much freedom for us. And so just being honest with him as far as like what my long-term goals are, and having that honest communication has really helped. And I think he sees how serious I am. It's not just something fun to do on the side to make a little extra income. But just getting him to slowly use the products too. He didn't jump in like I did. It took him a while to kind of dip his toes, and getting him on the vitamins really helped because he saw a difference in the back pain. And so now he's drinking the Kool-Aid because it's making a difference. So I don't, maybe Corey's taking the vitamins. Like, has he felt any different?
Yeah, he has. He was actually talking about him. He's like, hey, like I'm almost out of my packs. Like, and I said, I have a whole nother order coming, which I saw they have like a Father's Day bundle, by the way. If any of you, I don't know if you've seen it, like if you've placed a second order this month, I always place more than one. I have a problem. But when I went and ordered, and then they give you like the specials, they had a Father's Day 2-pack deal. So for anyone that needs vitamins, but yeah, he has noticed a difference, but he didn't believe it when I said it. He had to hear it from another man that he works with, that his wife does Melaleuca. So he didn't believe me because, we don't know what we're talking about. But other dudes do.
Luckily, Brian believes me. He'll pretty much do anything I ask him to, but it takes a lot more convincing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's been very good. I'm hoping, like I said, he just has that coach mentality, and everybody loves him and respects what he says. So I'm hoping he can come alongside me one day. And we're starting with R3. That's the easiest way to get him going.
Kelly, hang in there. You're muted. I was you just look sad or.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bummed out. That wasn't good news to hear today. Yeah. And I'm trying to play catch up because I was gone all weekend, and then my regular job today was like super, super busy. So I feel like I have not had a lot of time to devote to Melaleuca right now. So, so I'm catching up.
Yeah. And good job, Christina. You're welcome.
You're on mute.
I want you to talk about that, Christina. I was gonna ask you. You really inspired me with your post.
With which one? Sorry.
About you talking to the gal and then around the other ladies at, was it baseball?
It was softball, but yes.
Softball. Yeah.
It's weird too, because the other one that I sent the catalog to, her grandma or great grandma is actually one of our founders. So she's like, and I was like, how are you not shopping with us then? Like, how are you not selling this? How are you like, but she just, I guess her grandpa always gives it to her. And so she's never, but, yeah, so it was weird, but she knew all about it. And she was like helping me promote it there. And she was like, oh yeah, that 35 points is nothing. Like,
oh my gosh. Cute.
Yeah, it was crazy, but and then there was 2 other ladies around, so I'll probably reach out to them like next week or something and just see if I can do more of like a one-on-one with them. But yeah, 1 turned into 2 today.
Very cool.
That was
good job. And Lindsay, I have a bigger problem than you. I can't even order anymore this month.
I didn't know there was that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know either.
Isn't it because they thought you ordered like $1,000 worth of stuff or something?
950, but that's because of my convention ticket, I think. And I don't know. I don't remember ordering that much.
I want that problem one day.
Mary, do we need to
Me
call the
too.
convention?
Yeah. I know because I'm ready to, I need to order, I have some other things I need.
Is the cap is the cap maybe in place so people aren't buying products and then
Yeah,
Fun
trying
for
to
other
sell it?
people. Yeah.
They're not, you're not bonus buying.
Yeah.
Because I think that, I don't know, maybe in order for somebody to reach a certain rank, you have to have a certain amount of sales or something. But that's not what I'm doing. I need stuff.
The thing is that you don't get credit over 150 points anyway, so that doesn't really work. So I don't know why they would put a cap on it. Because
Yeah.
nobody
wonder-
can bonus over 150 points. Anything over that, you don't get credit for or commission on.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you've got multiple people ordering like over 150 points or whatever in a month, the cap is 150. So that would almost be like you could actually have them, like if they had I don't know, a kid or they had a neighbor or something like that. If they wanted to be able to buy over the 150, they could either wait till the next month or they could share like an account with somebody else to help them get their 35 points or something like that that they're close to if they wanted to and have them actually under them, you know. But
Yeah.
after you hit that like 150 point mark, they don't give you commissions for anything over 150 points. So like when Lindsay buys like her however many orders and stuff at 150, they stop paying for anything over that.
Wow.
So that you can't bonus buy for anything over 150 points anyway. So I don't know why they would cap you out.
I know.
Those distributing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
What
to
was that?
avoid that. Maybe it's to
I-
avoid people buying bulk and distributing.
Yeah,
So-
maybe because
Well, and
I
make a
have seen
profit.
here lately, like people will tell me that they see something on Amazon or whatever when they look it up and stuff, and it's seriously like 4 times more than what we're selling it for, if not more. Like they
Crazy.
were, I think it was like $30 or something like that that they were selling like Tough and Tender for on Amazon. So like really jacked up the price there, but
Yeah.
oh, we've got 5 minutes left. Does anybody want to go over anything?
No.
I just need to get my butt here. Kind of took the weekend off.
I
Yeah.
I
So did
was.
I.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing stuff, but I gotta stay up with the ones that I'm kind of working on, like follow-ups and stuff. Yeah. Oh, and then I was exposed to COVID, so
Hmm.
I tested 4 days in a row negative. So different people have different like things that they're saying about it, like, oh, if you test negative and you don't have symptoms, you don't have to quarantine, or
Yeah, I don't think they require or like I don't think you have to quarantine if you don't have symptoms anymore. They
I think it depends on your employer and where you live, like what they prefer. But I don't think it's a national standard anymore to quarantine.
oh no, I went to work, but I was supposed to go to a business meeting on Saturday and I didn't go because they said, oh, you got to wait 5 days. So,
Mm.
ah,
I do have a quick question. So, I've done this a couple times and I was like, oh, I should ask with Kayla, but I figure you watch all my stories and you've never said don't do that. So I might be opening up a can of worms. But I posted tonight, I got my borrow bag back from Amber. And so I did a quick video of like, hey, I got my bag back. I'm just gonna refill it, whatever. And then like kind of at the end, I was running out of time anyways, but I was like, if you're interested in the area, hit me up. So a gal, I'm actually messaging her right now. She wants to borrow the bag tomorrow. I have to get the girls to doctor's appointments and she lives not far from me. And I was like, is that a call to action?
probably I think it
Well-
probably is, but I haven't really like heard you say like reach out to me if you want to try this or something like that. But like,
No.
because it's like, some people will say like, who wants samples of this?
Yeah.
Like that technically could almost be considered a call to action
Mhm.
too, you
I
know?
agree.
But
Yeah.
maybe if you said like, just like,
What if I said, this bag is ready to go out? And I did some winking.
right, be like,
Well, it's in your
I'm letting
story,
people
right?
borrow these to try it.
And I've
Lindsay,
got
you
one
are
ready.
so
The
funny.
list or something like that. Like you're not technically saying,
Right?
like I don't think we have too many people on our compliance section or whatever watching our team right now, because I know when I went to convention there was a couple of gals under Brittany that they're going completely through every single post of their stuff because they messed up one time and got caught, and now they follow and watch everything. Like one of the gals was talking about how they watch all of her stories, they watch all of her Facebook posts, like they reach out and be like, hey, what was this about or whatever. And she's like, I messed up one time. Like I don't even know what she did. I didn't hear what it was, but so I don't think we have people like really, really watching out on our stuff right now. But we just have to try really hard to limit, like making sure,
Yeah.
especially because on your stories they go away. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be gone
That's why
pretty
I'm
quick or
like,
whatever.
okay, yeah. Okay.
But
I'll change it next time.
yeah, I don't think that you're necessarily being like, you know, like call me if you want to be like have your family go non-toxic or whatever. I'm your gal or any of that kind of stuff, you know, like it's
Yeah.
you're not coming across like salesy or any of that kind of stuff when for any of the things that I've seen. I feel like I haven't been on Facebook the last couple of days because you guys are all talking about all these posts on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, I haven't seen any of these things.
You better
So,
get on.
I guess I need to go snoop on everybody and see what I can learn from you guys for sure.
It's just so
I
it's
haven't
so
even been on there
weird.
at all. I just sometimes get into these like I don't want to post
Funks.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
definitely I feel like sometimes with these accountability meetings and stuff, even though I like talking to all you guys and everything, sometimes it feels a little bit more like a job where I'm like, oh, like I actually have to check in. I have to make time to do this. I have to look like a person at 8:30 at night sometimes, you
No,
know?
you don't. No, you don't.
And so I think that
No,
it's
but
just been a little more
because-
draining for me here lately than normal.
yeah, well, I leave early in the morning, and so and then I don't get home. It's like I'm at Costco in Chico at 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
and by the time I get up the mountain, it'll be 8:30, 8:45. How are you going to send messages to people? Isn't that kind of late? 8:45, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it definitely depends on who you're talking to and stuff. Like some people that you know are up later or whatever. I don't feel like that's too late. I feel like 9:30 is probably like my max where unless it's something super funny, I'm not sending it to anybody after 9:30.
Yeah.
So I
All right.
was on the Zoom last night. Was anybody else on there?
I was not. Mm-hmm.
I think Crystal was on there from our other group, but I think it's Brittany that spoke, and she was saying that she would reach out to people late at night, but she would kind of approach it as like, I can't sleep, I'm still awake, what are you doing up type of thing, and then or like something along those lines, and then they would message her back and she'd be like, I'm working, and then it would kind of tie back into the Melaleuca. So that's
Hmm.
always an
Way to
important take
approach it.
too. And then if they say like they can't sleep, then you can start talking about like our magnesium and stuff. Or if they were just saying that they were stressed, then she would start talking about like different products with us.
Well, hold on. Let me get my tablet. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, that might be an approach, like if you're finding you can't do it until late at night, just
Yeah.
striking up a conversation with, she said she would just go to Messenger and see who was active,
That's true.
message like just those people.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. What are you
But
still
Mary,
doing?
make sure that you're balancing though, and that you are doing some things for yourself, and that you're not constantly either at work or doing Melaleuca, because you have to take care of yourself. Burnout is a real thing, and it happens to a lot of people.
I know. That's why I
So-
just, thank you. That's why I disconnect sometimes. I just like, but yeah, I do.
You
I
have
do.
to.
Kayla knows I do a lot of, I travel, I spend time with my baby is having a baby. My 22-year-old is having a baby in June. So,
She's so dang pretty, Mary.
huh?
Your daughter is so dang pretty.
I know. Isn't she adorable?
Yeah, your pictures with her are so cute.
Thanks. Yeah, I can't wait. My little grandson.
That's awesome.
So,
All right, guys, I gotta go finish making
all right.
dinner because I'm a slacker. So,
Okay.
But
Okay.
but
Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye, guys. Good
I'll
night.
post the recording probably a little later tonight.
Okay.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Okay.
night, guys.
Bye. You too.
Bye.